Peasant bread is one of the simplest and easiest kinds of bread to make, as well as really delicious. It does require a bit of forethought. You start the bread 13 to 19 hours before you want to eat it, which can get a little tricky to time depending on your schedule. But the great thing is that you can make the bread a bit in advance and reheat it in the oven when you prepare your meal. There are a lot of steps to making this bread, but they are very simple steps, at least once you get them figured out. Probably the most difficult part of this bread is forming the dough into a ball to bake without knocking out very much of the air. After carefully scraping the dough onto a floured surface, I like to flour my hands and gently fold the edges of the dough inward several times until I have a really rough, soft ball. Then I set it upside down in a parchment-lined bowl. I don't know if you can make this bread without a Dutch oven, but if any of you guys know one way or the other, please let me know in the comments down below. I like to trim off the corners of my parchment paper before transferring it and the dough to my Dutch oven, so it's easier to tuck all of the paper inside before baking at such a high temperature. If I don't, I've found that my parchment really burns. I love serving this bread with soup, but it pairs really well with so many dishes, and it's also great toasted.